And she's like trying to like pour liquor, but we're like, no, like coronavirus. He just left. Y'all.
Chick sit on my, I attack that. Choose up, Lil John, I'm finna pack him. When it comes to my chick, I'm straight.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
Today we're going to be telling a story time about the time that we almost got shot and died inside of a hotel.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you catch up on our older videos if you haven't already.
Yes, definitely like so other people can see our videos.
So we ended up going to hang out with some people that we know when we first moved down here. We knew one person. It's quarantine, so you don't really have a lot of options right now as far as hanging out. So we ended up at a 5-star hotel that this person was at for whatever reason. And he was the only person that we knew. He was with another person that we didn't know, and then 2 girls that we also didn't know. So when we first got there, everything was kind of cool. I walked in with Tamia. Q and Alex walked in together. And everybody was quiet. Or did we walk in together?
No, we all walked in
together. We all walked in.
No, I walked in ahead of someone and went straight to the bathroom. Who was I with?
Oh yeah,
That was you.
into the bathroom.
That was me and you?
Yeah.
It was me and Tamia, and we walked in, we went straight to the bathroom. So we didn't really get a chance to make an initial first impression on anyone just yet. I just walked in. I always say hi to everyone in the room. And then we walked to the back, and then we came out. Q and Alex were already a little turned off, I guess. But when me and Tamia finally came out the bathroom, the girls now one of the girls is now like standing up. The other one's like very quiet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So me and Tamia, like Alex and Q had already said something about this girl, but being Tamia, we just came out the bathroom. So she's standing up at this point, and she's like trying to like, get the night going, but they've been drinking all night. Like they've been drinking Patron and Hennessy all night.
Mm-hmm. Like,
so they're 50 million steps ahead of us right now. But we're always down for a good time. So we start drinking too. But then this girl becomes extremely aggressive with the game playing. Like she's like, drive them out. And she's like trying to like pour liquor, but we're like, no, like coronavirus. We're not driving the boat. So she like goes back and forth with me real quick, and I'm just like, bitch, I'm the one. If you were wondering, like I am the one. So can we not? Because I'm trying to have a good time tonight and whatever. So her friend is still very, very quiet. So at this point, everybody's just talking, getting to know each other. We start playing a couple card games. But what we know right now is that one of the girls is very quiet. Mm-hmm. And one of the girls is very aggressive.
and they're friends.
But the aggressive one eventually went to sleep. And that's when things got great. Like, we were having a good time. We were all drinking. I think we were
She wasn't pressuring anybody to drive the boat. Like,
it was just too much at first. And, when we got to the place, we were still filling them out, and she was just doing too much.
So at some point, another person shows up. And he's cool, he's chill, he doesn't really say much, but he's still like engaging us and we're having a good time. Mm-hmm. So the quiet girl, her phone rings.
This is the first interaction with her all night.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I guess she got into an argument with, I guess she was in an argument with somebody, and the guy, well, our friend in this story, we'll call him Jay. So Jay answers her phone. I guess they're close friends. He's going off on the phone. I guess she's in an argument with someone else. He's like, yeah, you don't got no money. Like, picks up his money like, oh, I got 20,000 on me. Like,
hard in the camera. Just
doing a lot, but I was drunk at this point, so we were all drunk, so it was kind of just like, okay, whatever. So, it's very important that you realize that he's flexing his money. So she sees how much money that he has on him. Like, apparently 20,000.
He said it, yeah. He said, I got 20,000 on me right now. Mm-hmm. Rule number 1, don't ever do that.
Exactly.
Don't ever. Because now people know how much they can come after you for. Mm-hmm. And how much you got on him.
And honestly, he didn't know us like that. He doesn't, well, we're not like that, but like, you never know who you're gonna be around, who you're around, and stuff like that.
No, I was just curious about why the people you're beefing with is calling her phone, and then how do you guys know each other? Like, do you go way back to like elementary school or something? Because that's the only way that's acceptable. Even then, if you're like beefing with somebody that I mess with, like, we can't be friends.
Yeah,
we cannot be friends. My circle
Something ain't
is
right.
not that big that people in my circle have to beef with each other. Like, my circle is not that big, and it never is. So those were red flags to me that something was wrong in the situation.
Yeah, so after that argument, after like she had went to the back, me and our friend Q, we were like stealing the gummy bears from his room because it was these good gummy bears.
I was in the room, yeah.
Were you there when we were talking to her?
Wait, oh yeah, I had came in after that. After y'all started stealing gummy bears for the second time.
Yeah, we kept going back stealing the gummy bears, and we were like, shh, don't say nothing. So then her boyfriend comes. So then we go to walk her downstairs, and the two other guys, not Jay, but Jay's upstairs. Tamia and Spring are upstairs also. Me and Q go downstairs with her, and these two other guys, Jay's friends, are coming downstairs with us too.
So nobody's in the room with us besides me and Spring and Jay.
Yeah. And but the two other guys are going to go smoke. We're actually walking them to the car. So we go walk her to the car. And no, seriously, listen. So me and Q just went to the car and said, hello, right? Yeah. Put in a little bit, whatever. But
that nigga's gay as fuck.
They rapping broke. They're broke, you can tell. So
yeah, so that's where the liquor at. Why you gonna
right. So we're like, ew. So we go inside, right? And then we go back inside. And we're walking to the elevator. As we're walking inside, we see the two other guys. I guess they finished smoking or they never smoked in the first place. But when we get in the elevator, I noticed that like one of the guys looks kind of familiar. Like
Seeing this girl as his best friend, his closest.
They tried. Her boyfriend and his friend tried to follow us into the elevator. Mind you, the girlfriend's on the phone with me. She called me. She said, "Yeah, he about to follow y'all upstairs. Like, go into the bathroom. He trying to start something. Go into the bathroom." I'm like, "Bro, he just came into the elevator with us."
Save y'all, but it wasn't about y'all. But I think she was still trying to set them up.
She was, because she had called me. She called me on the phone and told me everything that happened. She said he's following y'all up to the room, trying to start something. Go to the bathroom.
Yeah, go to the bathroom. Bitch, no, she should have been on some shit like, oh, don't go up there. She clearly set them up, but she was trying to protect us in the process.
As soon as I look up from her, like telling me that, I see her boyfriend and his friend trying to walk into the elevator. But like, one of the guys had already peeked. One of the guys that's friends with Jay, he already peeked and he just walked straight out the elevator, and all of us followed.
At this time, I'm calling Alex.
Yeah, Tamia's calling me, but I'm on the phone with her because now I'm kind of scared. I'm like, what is she talking
I
about?
called Alex's phone. Alex picks up and she's like, no, hold on, da-da-da-da. Real quick, hangs up the phone. And then I think Tamia and Q, or Tamia tries to call Q.
I had called Alex and I had called Q, and neither of them answered.
We just came.
That's why I called you bitches.
Jay gets a call on the phone, and he goes in the closet to get his gun, and he's going downstairs.
He got the strap. So now I see him go in the closet, get the strap, and he's out. Like, he like, oh, I'm coming, blah, 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 I'm going. Still got his 20 grand on him, I think. He had it back in the strap, and he busting out the door. So now me and Spring looking at each other like.
First of all, I'm like, as soon as that happened, I was like, I went to lock the door behind him, and then I was looking at all exits for me and Tamia, because y'all not about to have us in here fucked up.
I went to the same closet he went to get the strap. I went in there to see if there was any more straps.
Live footage, we don't know. We don't know what the fuck is going on.
Have to fight because he should have left the strap here.
Everybody, give me one.
What's in there? I'm like, oh no, they're not about to catch me slipping. So I'm like, okay, cool. That's what we do. All right.
So I take Q to walk all the way by like the front door, and I'm telling her like I'm kind of scared, and we're like I'm telling her that like she called me, like the quiet one called me on the phone telling me all this and blah blah blah. So we're talking about how she probably like got in the car and said, "Oh yeah, they got so much money upstairs," and the boyfriend, I think he just got out of jail or something like that.
Set up.
Yeah, and he was probably trying to come upstairs, but Quiet One's friend, the one who was hype in the beginning of the story, she like busts through the front door. She's like, "Where they at?"
I said, right there.
My thing is, if you know your boyfriend and them are coming upstairs, why does your friend have to come get your boyfriend? Why wouldn't you come get your boyfriend?
She
So
knew what was
clearly,
going on.
yeah.
It would have been a whole shootout. They had guns. That would have been so bad. She set them up. She tried to line them, bro. Like, I'm telling you, she's not innocent. Like, she was sweet as fuck in the room, but she's foul. She's foul.
Jay is supposed to be her so-called friend at the end of the day, so like, you trying to set your so-called friend up, and on top of it, you knew about it. You didn't stop the situation. If anything, you should have been calling Jay, not Alex. You don't really owe her no loyalty.
Yeah, why the hell is she calling me?
Why the hell are you in the closet?
I'm sorry, I gotta put my phone down.
As if we're not filming a video.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, we're safe, we're alive, we're here to tell the story today.
You're a party girl and you're like a person, like a spontaneous person, and a person like us that lives like kind of a wild life. These things are gonna happen often, but at the end of the day, you have to practice safety first and
Stop, drop, and roll.
drop and roll. Get the strap.
Rolling.
You know, those things, kindergarten.
And always have your friends with you.
Always look out for your friends.
Mm-hmm.
If your friends are gone out of the room for too long, hello.
Where you at?
Where you at? What's
We're
going
quick to
on?
call, and we have everyone's location.
But
we're quick to call.
all of us, it's 9 of us. We all have each other's location. So if anybody goes missing or anything like that, like we'll know.
Our friend that we met that night, he said, "I ain't smelling that." So if you ain't smelling it,
I
just
love him.
exit.
Thank you guys for watching, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe though. Have a safe quarantine, guys. Oh, we gotta do a thumbnail. Okay, ready? Look scared.
Ah, ah.